All right, everybody, we're about to start the show, and let's go. Everybody is live except me. There we go. Now I'm up there. Well, hey, everybody, welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel, Fist and Jawa. I'm Fist up here in the top left. Below me is the infamous Jawa Sparky. On the top right, we have CobraTV. Say hi, Cobra.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
And on the bottom right, we have his better half, Vega.
Hi,
Vega.
guys.
I love how she still has push to talk on an interview.
I'm sorry.
So if my screens get a little blurry, guys, sorry about that. For some reason, in Denver right now, people are using a lot of internet. So, and then Cobra has a weird dark camera a little bit today, but no worries. I think you guys can all see him there, and yeah, let's get the show started. So this is our first podcast and our first interview. If you guys want to possibly come in towards the end of the interview and ask Cobra and Vega any questions, or me and Jawa any questions, hop on over to our Discord. You can get the link to it at our website, which is on the screen at fistandjawa.org. And you can hop into like the green room area and message me or Jawa on Discord, and we'll let you come in when we're ready for some callers. So let's get the show started. Jawa, you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, well, I'm Jawa Sparky, and I know Fist from the real world, and he's the one that got me into Star Citizen. Just really enjoyed it. Immediately, he introduced me to Cobra and brought me into his during one of the online play sessions, which was a blast. And Cobra, I really appreciate it. I mean, you really made me feel welcome. I'm a brand new gamer, and you brought me in and really made me feel like part of the group, and I appreciate that.
Oh,
And
no
same
problem, dude. It's always good to have you on.
Same, yeah. Hey, thanks, and same to you, Vega. I usually just kind of do a quick little message to you saying, "Hey, hi, Vega," and you're all, "Hey, how you doing?" Thing is, usually I've been up since 3 a.m., so I usually don't stick around all that much. But I really appreciate you too, Vega. You just really made me feel part of the group as well.
I'm glad to.
Thanks, guys.
No problem, man. Thank you.
No problem.
It's good to be here. Come on, everybody get pumped up. Let's go.
All right, so let me give you a little, I guess, history about myself. Fist-25, I should have grabbed my hat, Jawa.
Yeah, you should have.
So I am called Fist-25. I am retired U.S. Navy. I used to fix F-18s for a living and H-60 helicopters for a long time. And after I retired, I work now in like the defense industry, and I work on like the GPS-3 program, which you'll see one day when it comes out. The Fist-25, I got my name from my last squadron in the Navy, which was VFA-25, the Fist of the Fleet, and their little signs, this big fist up there, so holding a lightning bolt, and so that's kind of where I got that.
Nice.
Jawa, why do you like
Awesome.
Jawa Sparky?
Yeah. Where does Jawa come from? Like the
Well,
name?
actually, it came from, I was part of a Wally Builders group, and it was this one guy. He called his website The Crawler, and he was Jawa Lunk. And Jawa, if you're out there, hey, I miss you, buddy. And I was doing a little bit of work for him, and he gave me the title Jawa Sparky. So that's where that came from. My call sign up until then was just Sparky, but he gave me the title Jawa Sparky, so it kind of stuck.
Okay.
Well, and so Cobra and Vega, I know the story of how Cobra got his Cobra name. It harkens back to the GTA days, but you want to tell the story on how you became CobraTV and why the name Cobra kind of came out there?
Yeah, I'm actually doing I'm actually uploading the origin story behind my YouTube channel to Patreon, right? It's going to be in multiple parts because I sat down to record it today and it's uploading right now. I'll probably have it on there later tonight. And I realized I can't tell the story in an hour. You know, there's too much to talk about. Like when I say it's a weird story, you can ask Vega. It's been a weird story creating the CobraTV YouTube channel.
It really had.
Yes. And so I'm putting the entire origin up there. I don't care how many parts it's going to take. I'm going to make them all at least an hour long. And today, the one I'm uploading tonight kind of goes over like the beginning, why it's Cobra, you know, what was Cobra before I was doing YouTube seriously. And it's quite embarrassing, but I did, you know, I show you what I used to do on there. And Cobra is actually influenced by the character from the Sylvester Stallone movie Cobra. But I do look at the name as a villainous type of name also, right? So when I created the GTA 4 persona, and me and Vega, we were really good. You could find evidence of that on the internet. I was hated, and I didn't get much attention when I first started uploading YouTube. So I decided, well, I get attention when I make people mad. So I may as well just make people mad, be it straight up meanie, and make a villainous character. So I wore a mask. I put 3 X's on my forehead and on the mask, and I went after people, made people mad, and made people upset. And that's where Cobra came from. My name was already Cobra for the game. So when the game kind of went away, I decided I'm going to start a little YouTube show, and I'm going to probably still try and be hated, and I'm going to call it CobraTV. So there was Cobra in GTA 4. Now there's CobraTV. And so I was going to continue on being that negative person, that negative persona. And then I found the game No Man's Sky. And CobraTV kind of stuck as the channel name. And I started talking about No Man's Sky. Started getting a lot of positive attention, which actually in turn helped me become more of a positive person, and decided I don't have to be I don't know if you're like cursing on this channel, but I don't have to be a meanie to get attention. You know, just do what I'm passionate about, what I like, and people will give me the attention. And channels started to grow, so it's been CobraTV ever since.
Okay, right on. Yeah, I knew of you when you were doing No Man's Sky stuff, but the game just didn't interest me that much because of the cartoony nature of it. But then when I found you doing Star Citizen stuff, I was like, okay, if Cobra's doing this, and, you know, I've been a Chris Roberts fan since Wing Commander 1, I was like, all right, I got to watch all this dude's videos, and then I'll decide. I did, dude. I watched every video before I decided to back Star Citizen. So,
you weren't even a backer yet before
I
you
wasn't
started
even a
watching
backer.
me?
No, I was watching everybody.
Oh my gosh.
It was you and Board and everything, and because I knew if I got into it, like, I would probably dump a bunch of money into it, and which, of course, a year later, you know. Yeah. So, yeah, dude, I watched every video you had up until like April of 2020, and then I did, you know, Patreon and all that stuff, and then, you know, here we are today.
Yeah.
So Vega, where's Vega come from?
Actually, Cobra thought of it. It was either Starbright or Vega, and I wasn't a huge fan of Starbright. Sorry, Cobra.
Yeah, I chose some names that sounded kind of cool, and I ran them by her and said, what do you think of these? And there were several others, and I don't like that, I don't like that. That sounds cool, that sounds kind of cool. And then I, you know, had people vote on it. On Twitter, there was a poll on Twitch, I believe, and people voted up Vega, and she was happy that won because she liked it.
Cool. Well, I see a kitty in Vegas stream.
I did. I saw a cat. Yeah.
That's me now.
Yeah, Jawa likes cats.
Yeah.
He's a big cat freak. I don't know if I could say freak. Well, yeah, you're a freak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool, Jawa. What do you got? Your turn, buddy.
Oh, all right. So let's see. Why the switch from No Man's Sky to Star Citizen, Cobra?
Whoa! Stop there. Stop. Wait, oh no. You're asking me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. I thought you were saying that you were explaining your origin, that you came from No Man's Sky to Star
Oh God,
Citizen.
no.
I was about to have a whole flood of questioning for you.
No. Remember, I've been gaming for about 9 months now. So
Okay, that's right. Yeah, I thought there for a minute. Can you guys hear me? It sounds like my volume's turning down.
Oh no, we can
No,
hear you.
you sound great to
Okay.
me.
All right. Yes. Okay. Why? Okay. So several different reasons, and they're all important to me and my decision. So I would get during an update. When No Man's Sky was getting its update, and people knew it was coming. We just didn't know when. I would get like 2,000 live viewers all at once, right? Tons of attention, tons of subscriptions. Everyone's subscribing. Everyone's in the chat. Everyone's talking. The chat's moving too quick to be able to read it. And then me still taking live callers, and it was fun. It was great. But then when the update would come out, about 3 weeks after the update, unsubscribes would happen. People would unsub. They wouldn't watch the gameplay videos. They wouldn't watch this. They wouldn't watch me talking about No Man's Sky topics. It would just completely dry up, and that affects you emotionally, right? Because you're trying to build something, and you're watching it get destroyed. You're watching it get used and abused just for news and updates for the update that's happening. And it was a roller coaster ride that I did not like. I did not like that at all. That mixed with the fact that No Man's Sky was not going in the direction that I supported it for. So, fight, trade, survive, and explore. Those pillars were important to me. Fight never got finished, and trade never got finished. And they started making it where there was all these skins. They're not charging for the skins, but it was like, oh, here's this skin, here's sparkle boots, here's a rainbow jetpack, here's a new emote for you. Putting all these emotes in, and it's like it became like a Fortnite in space kind of thing. And I'm like wondering, when are you going to finish the pillars? When are you going to continue making this a fight, trade, explore, survive game? And it just went into the completely wrong direction for me. And I was about to quit my YouTube channel. You could ask Vega. The only decisions that I was thinking am I going to delete it, or am I going to leave it there and just quit? That was my only two choices. So I took a vacation to decide which of those things I was going to do: delete it or leave it there and quit. And I had finished moving stuff over to a brand new PC that I had, and I clicked on Star Citizen, installed the launcher and everything. I'm like, oh, what's this? And I'll give this a shot. Maybe this computer can handle it. And I was blown away, absolutely blown away. And you can ask Vega. I went to her. I'm like, you won't believe what this. You got to sit down and watch me play this. You got to watch me play this. And so she sat down and watched me play the second video, and I decided to record that one. And the first one wasn't recorded. And so she's sitting there with me the whole time. You could hear me in the video, like turning away, going, "Did you see that? Look at that!" Just you could hear me yelling at her and looking at her. And so I had that recorded, and I'm like, "Oh, that's right. I'm quitting YouTube, so there's no sense in uploading this." And then I'm like, "Well, maybe I won't quit YouTube, but if I upload this to I typecast myself in No Man's Sky. If I upload this, it will destroy my channel, because there seems to be like a Team No Man's Sky, Team Star Citizen, Team Elite Dangerous kind of thing going on." But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it anyway, because I was going to quit. So I uploaded that video, and I was going to quit because of the roller coaster ride with No Man's Sky. That emotional thing I was talking about didn't feel good anymore. And so I uploaded that video, and all of a sudden it just got so much attention from the Star Citizen community. Like everybody so many people were unsubbing from my channel with the first 5 to 10 videos that I uploaded to Star Citizen. But there were so many people from Star Citizen pouring in that I could barely see the negative impact on the channel because more people were subscribing than people were leaving. It's an amazing thing. One community left me and another one filled in and helped build it even higher than what it was before. So I quit No Man's Sky because of those two reasons, and I kept going on YouTube because I finally found passion again. Something was fun to play again. Something was fun to talk about again. I met people that I never want to forget ever in my life through Star Citizen, and that's why I've stayed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I remember watching that first video that you were talking about, which was your second time on it. And
Yeah.
and I was, tapping my wife saying, "Hey, check this out. So, yeah, because Fist had me do a little homework before I actually joined or started playing, and his homework was watching your videos. Hey, you got to watch this guy. And what impressed me the most was you wouldn't just say, "Oh yeah, well look at all this weapons I got and armor and my ships and this and that." You would just stop and look. Oh my God, look at the view.
Yeah, exactly.
You would just, and I do the same thing. And I've shown some of that in a couple of my sightseeing videos that I have up. So just the views on this is amazing. You are so right about that.
Yeah. And then there was that one video where I spent 20 minutes reading the lore on the wall. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, that was at Hurston, wasn't it? I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing that the other day. I was like, I remember when Cobra was reading all this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a question in chat. Where did it go? Eric asks, how many desks did Cobra ruin since he started Star Citizen?
None, because luckily I would have asked Vega about the old desk. Would I have destroyed that?
Yeah.
Okay, we bought this really expensive desk. It's huge. I mean, me and Vega could use it as a bed. It's just that big.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I can't even reach over and touch the other side, even if I stand up. If I stand up, I still cannot grab the other side of this darn thing. And it's thick. It's made of really hard wood. And if you want to move it, you literally have to take it apart. So this desk cannot be broken. There's no way.
So before we go any further, I just want to, for whoever's watching, I don't know if you saw Cobra's latest video, but we did lose a kind of a dear member of our community in Boomer, and I was very surprised to see that he passed, and
yeah, me too.
Very sad because he's such a cool dude, and played with him so many times. So I don't know if I'm letting the cat out of the bag, but yesterday, Gonzo, me, Bora, Blackstar, Lucky, man, there was a bunch of us there. Solo Squirrel was there. We all got together and did a little bit of a tribute that Gonzo's working on for a machinima with our air show training, and we did a little missing man formation. So hopefully that'll come out soon. And if you're listening, Boomer, we miss you, buddy. And listen
definitely.
up in heaven. So
yeah, we did a missing man salute as well. That night that we all found out, and we had a lot of people together, and it was. I think you would have enjoyed it. It was a bunch of Cobras who couldn't figure out how to form 3 lines. You would have laughed his little butt off. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so our next question here. Well, actually, Vega, was it just straight Cobra that got you into Star Citizen?
Yeah, because I was always watching him, and it was just too funny. I had to get in.
Okay, and then now, did you play games with him before, like GTA and No Man's Sky?
GTA 4. We played Burnout a lot when we first got together.
That's how we first started talking. Like, well, when we first met, this girl was so damn shy.
Oh,
like, after hours stuff I would like to tell you about, but she probably wouldn't let me tell you about. But they're pretty funny. They're damn funny. You remember the words I told you and said it? And look, okay. I'm gonna PG this, right? I'm gonna make it real PG.
How about no?
So
Just
I'm gonna
stop.
make PG. Trust me on this. You gotta trust me on this. All right.
Oh God.
I'm gonna use kissing. Okay, so I said, well, you're so shy. I never dealt with a girl as shy as you. And she had these words. Jerk. We'll use that one. She used to call me a jerk a lot. Right? So in a playful manner. So I said, I'm gonna take the word away from you. I don't know when I'm allowed to. We'll use kissing. I don't know when I'm allowed to kiss you. So from now on, if you use the word jerk, that's going to tell me I have permission to kiss you. Right?
Salt in your coffee.
No. So a couple weeks go by, and then all of a sudden I come over, and she called me a jerk, and I'm like, oh, did you forget? You can't use that word. She goes, yeah, no, stop being a jerk. She said it again, and she said jerk again, and I'm like, oh, this must be all hands on deck. This is a go. That's how shy she was. I just brought that up to tell you how shy she was. But to break the shyness, what we used to do is play Burnout 3 together, because it was, I would ask, I'd start a conversation and it would go kind of dead. So one of the ways we broke the ice, laughed, is by playing Burnout. And I sucked at first, and she used to beat me like crazy. But then after a couple days go by, there was never a time she could beat me in Burnout anymore. So instead, what ended up happening is I started winning, but my arm started turning black and blue.
Stop.
What was the question?
It was about other games Vega played.
Oh, that's right.
Thanks, Cobra.
Well, I already know you were robbing the cradle with Vega. I know the ages. You let that one out on a Patreon. Yeah, she's a bit.
When I first seen her, this girl, I was the store manager for Family Dollar, and she come into Family Dollar, and I said, you're not leaving here until you have my phone number. What did you do, Vega?
I left with Dad's phone number.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh, good. Okay. Jawa, you're next. You move on to the next one, buddy.
All right. I'm going to do kind of an easy one. Well, I've seen you, Cobra. But what are your favorite foods or drinks while gaming?
Me?
Both of you.
Okay, well,
coffee.
I don't really eat when I play, and I drink water.
Yeah.
My favorite foods while gaming. It's kind of hard to say that because my schedule, because I work overnight. I have dinner with you guys every night.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
While I'm playing, so you know what I mean. Like I eat every night that I'm gaming, and it's usually dinner. So I don't know. I couldn't really answer that. Just dinner. That's my answer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, well, I'm right there with you, Vega. I got my water jug too.
I'm usually
coffee. I gotta have coffee.
Coffee, yeah.
My wife will sneak up here and kind of sneak like cookies or something. She's usually coming up here and dropping something on the desk. So, but
that's cool.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So besides gaming, Star Citizen, other games, streaming, things like that, what do you guys like? What are your hobbies? What do you guys like to do? What does a day in the life of Cobra and Vega entail?
We are very busy. Vega she does the homeschool thing, so she's tied up 8 hours a day or more with homeschooling, and then it's cooking dinner. I work 60 hours a week at my job, and then everything else goes into CobraTV. My hobby, I'm doing it. Like, this is it. I like getting online. I like playing Star Citizen. I like streaming. I like meeting people, talking to people, doing podcasts, just running my mouth all over the internet. that's what I like. That's my hobby. I do draw. I used to play music, not anymore. But fishing, there you go. There's one.
Oh,
Fishing.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Path of Jawa's heart.
I carp and catfish, mostly carp.
Yep. Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife just let me get a new John boat about a month ago, so
Nice.
I'm all ready to hit the water, and I'm gonna take Fist out and let's see what kind of Navy guy he was.
I can show you guys a thing or two about fishing. You can ask Vega. How good am I?
He's really good.
Oh yeah.
Right on.
I catch
right
big
on.
ones. Big ones. I don't go bass fishing because they're not big enough for me, and it's like Malika said the other night. It's like reeling in a wet cloth. But those carp, when I caught my first carp, and that thing fought me for 20 minutes because it was huge. I actually was on the Hoover Dam website with the thing because it was so big.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And so when I caught that first carp, I'm like, I'll never catfish again in my life.
Oh yeah.
These are the real water hogs.
Oh,
They
yeah.
fight. They don't get tired. You get them up the shore, and then they go, oh, that's right, I was fighting this guy, and then they fight you all over again.
Yes.
And I don't
Yes.
hurt. I don't hurt them. I'm not one of those guys that kill carp, and because
No.
anybody that does that doesn't know what they're doing. You don't kill carp. The ones that you typically catch are not invasive, right?
Right,
So
right.
I practice what's called CPR: capture, photograph, release.
Yep.
What? No, I don't do CPR on a fish, Vega.
Oh, Fisher,
Yeah.
bunch of jerks.
Yeah. I hear you on that, Cobra. I caught my first carp last year, and and it was just, I start reeling it in, it's coming in, and then I guess it sees me and goes, nope. And
Exactly.
it just turns around and says, no, I'm going to go. And I don't care how hard you tighten up the drag. It's going to take you with it if it wants to.
Oh yeah, yep. I caught a carp that was so big one summer that both of my daughters, one was holding it near its head and one was holding it near its tail.
Oh wow!
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Right on.
Honey
right
Badger
on.
said went fishing in Canada and he caught a bridge. So that's about what I'm going to catch. I'm going to catch a bunch of seaweed, Jella.
Yeah.
I worked on
yeah.
airplanes, man. I wasn't like in the real Navy. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, yeah. Well, my idea of fishing right now, just to go out and relax, is you cast your line out there, you put it in the pole holder, get your coffee, you kick back with a friend,
this is my
and
dude right here, Jawa's my friend. He knows how to fish.
is that your idea of it too?
Yep. But I use exhaust pipes
Oh, okay.
because I go for the big carp. So I'll put an exhaust pipe into the ground, and then I'll put my pole straight up, so that way, as soon as they bite it, it sets the hook for me.
Oh yeah, yep. I have these little kind of curly Q ones that kind of shove into the ground, but yeah, it's yeah. But I'm looking forward to catching some of those big guys out in the lake where I'm going to take my John boat, and then I can just turn off the trolling motor and let them take me around the lake.
I'll tell you, I'll give you a little pointer to catch really big carp really fast. Almost every time you go out. So you got to loosen up your drag, otherwise you're going to snap your line or you're going to lose your pole. So what you do is you only cast about 3 feet from the shore.
Oh, okay.
Only 3 feet. And don't worry, you're not going to be able to reel them in that close because they're going to take you for a ride, dude.
Right.
You ever been fishing and you casted way out there? You're like, "Ooh, that was a good cast." Chicken liver stayed on that time.
Yeah.
And so you got to cast all the way out there, and all of a sudden you look down at your feet. There's a big carp sitting there right there.
Yeah.
In the shore, right?
Yeah.
That's how I learned how to catch them, because I had this. I'll quit talking about fishing. We'll get back to sources. I'm sorry. Let me just finish this point.
He's very passionate about fishing.
So I had this broken fishing pole. It wasn't casting out. The line was all messed up inside the reel and everything. So the chicken liver was still on it, and I just kind of like threw it down. Well, the chicken liver kind of fell down right there at the shore in the water, and I got another pole out, and I casted it way out there to go catfishing. Next thing I know, the pole is just going towards the water. I dive right for it. I grab the darn thing, and I'm like sitting there. It's pulling harder than any cat I've ever caught in my life. And I mean, it's felt like there was a person down there. So I'm sitting, I'm reeling this thing. It took me almost 20 minutes to reel it in. And when I got it up close, I'm like, that's not a catfish. Look at those scales. And that was my first carp ever. And when I caught that, I thought to myself, I'm never going to catfish again. And what I learned is I always see them at the shore. So why not cast it right at there at the shore, loosen your drag, and then they take it out and then you reel them in. That's how you catch the big ones, man.
Yep. So, yeah, Cobra, you and I are going to have to continue this conversation. I think.
Welcome
I'm
to
sorry.
Star Fisherman. They said the
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's great.
Maybe they'll make a game loop in there for us.
Oh, you're going to go have to catch space whales with your 890 jump. Get a big harpoon.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll add another 10 minutes.
Yep.
All right. So I got a big one here. And I've been wondering about this. CitizenCon 2021. If it's actually a go, there's a rumor that they reserved the convention center in LA in August. Are you guys planning to go? Because Jawa and I are planning to go for sure, and I'm sure there's a bunch of Cobras that are going to go, and I'd love to meet up with everybody and have a beer or 7 and
I'll give you a giant maybe. I don't know.
Okay. You're not excited about it?
I am, but I don't travel too much.
Okay.
And that's a far away place. I almost went out to LA. Me and my father almost went out to E3 one year. And then I backed out. But I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Vega,
Maybe.
you got to convince Cobra to go. I think it's going to be on you.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay. I think it'd be a blast, man. I think it'd be fun, really, to just get everybody together and at least one of the days just kind of hang out and do the bar citizen thing. And I think it'd be
That'd
fun.
be fun.
You guys would have to get some childcare though.
Some what?
Some childcare.
Oh yeah. That's the other thing. I mean, really, there is nobody. I mean, my mother, but she's still not retired herself. She still works like crazy.
Right.
And my father, he's not really the type to watch kids. I mean, he's an old man, but he still runs one of the most. Well, I wouldn't say the most. He runs a very popular tattoo parlor company here in Ohio.
Okay.
Right on. All right, Jawa, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm going to ask kind of one that I like to ask different people, and that was, how would you change the world for the better? This is for both of you.
You talking about the real world?
Yes, the real world.
See, I was off topic. He's off topic too.
That's a hard question to answer.
Wow. That's one you
I
got to
don't
really
know.
think
I have
about.
no
How to
idea.
change the world for the better. I don't know.
I have no idea.
You stumped
I
him,
kinda
Jawa.
Not
Yeah,
knowing.
the thing is, I think you guys are already doing it. To be honest with you, you show your
good.
enjoyment while
Make
gaming.
people
You show your enjoyment, and you show that that you really truly care about people. Both of you do this every single time you stream. Every single video I've seen, you care for people, and I truly think that if everyone did that, that would be that would make the world a better place.
I agree. I like that. Yeah. And I guess I like making people laugh. I don't consider myself funny, but I consider myself having funny moments.
Right.
Right.
I have to step away real quick. Is that okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. I want to. What are you clicking, Vega? Oh, she muted herself. Is she sitting under a fan, Cobra,
No.
or like a vent or something?
No.
Because it just got like way quiet. You got like a little bit of ambient noise over there where Vega's at. Okay. let's see. So I know you and Kronov worked on getting some new stuff for your PC.
Uh-huh.
Now, was that like a complete rebuild, or did you just do upgrades?
No, it was complete rebuild. I had iBuyPower build me a PC based on parts that I picked.
Oh, okay. And it's running really good for you, right?
Oh yeah, it's a good PC. But I'm addicted to buying PCs now. So whenever I hear people buying PCs, it makes me go look at prices and stuff.
I've been trying to get a new video card for 5 months, so I feel your pain.
Wow.
They've all been sold out, all these new ones. So
yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Geez, I don't know how I could top how you changed the world, Joa. Okay. Okay. Chris Roberts games. Now we talked about this a little bit before on one of your YouTube on book club, I think. And you were worried about copyright infringement, but Wing Commander series, the Freelancer series. Did you ever play any of those games before you played like a Star Citizen game?
No. Because I was never a PC gamer until 2019.
Okay, it was all like PlayStation?
Yeah. I started on console from Atari all the way to PlayStation 4.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you thought about like going on to Good Old Games and maybe?
I thought about it, but so it just looks too dated for me to enjoy it. I'm all about eye candy. And I'm also a one game gamer. I look for a game that I can sink all of my time in. If I can't sink most of my gaming time into a particular game, then I don't want to play it.
Okay.
So that covers campaign games. That's why I'm not entirely too interested in Squadron 42, although I will play it. I am excited for it, but it's still a story mode campaign type of game. I'm more interested in the PU.
Right.
And I find it very difficult to play other games.
Okay. Well, I am super pumped for Squadron. That's what I was initially going to back, like way back in the day, and I've been waiting for another Chris Roberts game since Freelancer, basically, when he worked for Digital Anvil and everything. And I'm just super thankful to not only to have gotten into this community, but to have the privilege to go out there and meet people like you and Vega, and I would have met Jawa regardless, but everybody in there, and everybody is awesome in the Discord, and I mean, it's actually forged some like legitimate friendships. And I mean, like it's been so cool, and I've had such a good time doing it.
Never thought it would happen. Like I had a a good following before Star Citizen, right? And we had a community going, but it was nothing like the Star Citizen community. And I never thought that those first few videos that I uploaded would have led to over 3,000 people in our Discord, almost 3,000 people in our org, friendships that have been created out of building the Cobra Force org and Discord. Like, I had no idea that any of this would have happened.
Yeah, it's
amazing.
It's been awesome, man. What else you got, Jawa? You got another one?
Well, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, well, a little bit of background. What kind of kids were you growing up? Were you jocks, geeks, good students, quiet? Well, we already know that about Vega. Outgoing?
What age range? Okay,
let's do high school. Yeah.
High school?
Yeah.
Metalhead, skater, and a band. Failing at school, sleeping in math class. I once wrote a very powerful essay in math class about how I felt numbers and letters should be segregated, and they should not be mixed in math. And I handed that into my math teacher and went back to sleep.
Oh boy.
You're a what?
You were.
I was an outcast in high school.
So you guys were kind of just, you would have clicked in high school.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was one of those computer dorks. The old TRS-80 Model 3 and 5 1/4 inch floppy disk, and yeah, also a skater, and
Nice.
yeah, so yeah.
See, I was
Cool.
a jock, man. I played a lot of sports, but then I'd go hang out with the stoners in the stoner corner because they always had something better to talk about. So,
Dude, there was this one time I asked my teacher to go down to the bathroom, and I legitimately was going to go to the restroom, and Mr. Powell was his name. So I go down there, and the people that I normally smoke in the bathroom with at lunchtime, everybody was there, right? So I ended up lighting a cigarette. I got time for a quick cigarette. So I'm sitting there smoking, and this one kid comes in. It's just like 20 minutes later or something. And he goes, Mr. Powell said, don't bother coming back to class. I said, what? And I go, oh no, this isn't lunch. Why are you all here? And I ran back upstairs, and I told him, I'm like, I know this sounds stupid, but everybody that I usually take lunch with were there, and I thought it was lunch, and I didn't think I had to come back. I forgot to come back to class. And he goes, sit down. That's the kind of kid I was in high school.
Right on. Yeah, Michael E. I just saw his thing popped up. He said TRS-80. He had one too. Yep. Yeah.
that's before Vega was born, I think.
Yeah.
I think Vega has a little dark side that she doesn't reveal very often.
Oh, she's nuts. She's crazy. I'm telling you.
I don't want to get on her bad side.
Right?
Yeah.
Put it this way. She's a metalhead.
Right on. Okay, next question. This concerns Star Citizen. So I'll kind of do a twofer for Cobra and Vega. What is one feature you guys want to see that is on the roadmap? Like, what are you looking forward to most, like sometime in the next year, the roadmap that we can see? And then what is one feature that you want to see in Star Citizen that's not on the roadmap at all? Besides fishing.
I want more places to go. I want more planets.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I definitely more planets, more star systems. I want to see what's possible. I want to see the moon of Endor. I want to see fauna. And that's okay. So that's what I want. That's on the roadmap. What's not on the roadmap? I don't know. What is not on the roadmap that Star Citizen doesn't want to accomplish? You know what I mean? Like, they want to accomplish almost everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the roadmap for this year, right? Up to 316.
Oh, for this year.
Like, what do you want to see in 317 and beyond? Space fishing, crafting. I would love to see crafting.
Crafting would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Add-ons for your armor and stuff. Add-ons for your weapons.
Definitely.
Crafting kind of is something I never want to really get involved.
No, he's not a crafter.
Yeah, I don't like crafting.
Well, I would do it for aesthetic reasons, right? Not necessarily functional.
I hope that I could go to you and Jawa and say, aren't you guys starting a construction company? I want a house near this river. And have you craft it for me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. And then I pay you UEC and you make me a house, cabin.
All right. If you would have played Valheim, I don't think you would want me to build you a house, but
I have no interest in that game whatsoever.
I wasn't that good at it, but it was fun while it lasted.
I wasn't that good at it. But it looked like a house.
Yeah, it has a bunch of stone. What about you, Vega?
What I'm looking forward to this year is coming very soon. It's the big caves.
Yes.
I can't wait for the caves.
Right on. Right on.
Java loves getting stuck and lost in caves. I'm with
Me too.
Cobra. I don't ever want to go back to a cave unless I have to. So
No,
Yeah.
they're awesome.
The opening of them I'll go into.
yeah,
Like we're gonna do Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. We're gonna do the Thunderdome with the opening of the fly-in caves.
Yeah.
And I got plans for that, so we're gonna have Thunderdomes.
Yeah, I'll drive my new Cyclone in there. But yeah, I always get stuck in the rocks, and then I get freaked out, and then I'm always like, "How do I get out? How do I get out?" It's like I
get lost.
started playing Phasmophobia last night. And I was like, just the training mission, and I was like, "Oh, what's that creaking? Who opened that door?" Like,
I love Phasmophobia.
oh, it was freaking me out. Jawa and I are going to play it online here coming up, and whew,
boy.
yeah. Okay,
Right
so
on.
if anybody, so we got about 15 minutes left. If anybody in chat has any questions or anything, just frame your question in a bracket. If you want to actually come into the voice room, hop into the Discord, and you can get there at our website, fistingjawa.org, and I'll drag you in.
This is your chance to ask personal questions. You can ask anything you want. I mean, if it's too personal, then I gotta say, hey, I can't ask that. But this is your chance to ask anything. I mean, God, you got Vega on. You could ask something completely and utterly embarrassing, and she would answer it. You know she would. Like, hey, does Cobra blah 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 blah? Has Cobra ever blah 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 blah?
I'm not that mean.
Do underwear? You know what I mean? You could ask. And she'd probably even lie just to embarrass me.
No, I would never.
I don't know. A little bit of a sly smile there. You guys have any questions for us, or? I know this is your interview, but
I got a real question that I think you guys would be completely honest with.
sweet.
So I constantly worry about my streams, my content. I just uploaded did you see the latest video that I just uploaded where I was at the Star Fair and there were people attacking me?
Is that the emergent gameplay one?
Yeah.
I'm about halfway through it. I haven't finished
Okay.
it.
Now that was really fun for me. And I didn't even think there was going to be a video out of that until after everything was all said and done. But judging by that video and judging by my live streams, what would you change about Cobra TV? Have I gone away from the original
No.
appeal?
No. You've evolved. You've evolved.
Yeah. Yep.
But I can tell you this, though, before we get to Lomanol's question. I tell you this, when I first kind of joined the org, you remember we did the pirate video and Bora was with you, and
Yeah.
we did the RP. That was probably top 5 funnest moments I've had in Star Citizen.
Okay.
And I still owe you one because you shot me and killed me.
I did?
You did. I remember I had the Buccaneer, and you blew up my ship, and then you shot me and killed me. And I knew it was you because you're the only one shooting. The best part about that, but it wasn't even on the video, was at the very end, we were all flying together, like super close to your Caterpillar. And you guys were like, yeah, coming close, guys, coming close. Self-destruct, boom, and then we blew up, and everybody died. That was so much fun.
Yeah, it was.
I would say you're now. I don't get to catch a lot of your streams. I do as many as I can. I probably catch more Vegas, but your video, yeah, your video quality is good. I mean, your content's good. It's just evolved, right? It's the game has changed, and you've changed with it, and I think that's a good thing.
Right.
What about you, Jawa?
I feel like my streams are sometimes stale. The live
I feel
streams.
the same thing.
Well, but it's
No.
live, you know.
Yeah. You know, it's live, and know what's happening. I also think that you've evolved, but you still stop and look at the scenery. I mean, I can't even in your latest videos. Oh my God, look at that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that's what's so cool. That's so cool. And Vega, I just love listening to you and watching your streams because you got the stuff going on in game, but you're also talking to the people in chat. You're reading what they're saying and responding to them on your stream. That's really cool. I don't see many people do that.
I love interacting with them.
See, I don't do well with that because sometimes when I'm in the Discord call, I got so many people talking to me. I got the game going. That's why I make it a point that I spend at least 30 minutes to an hour every time before I get into the game talking to chat. You know, that way I show them I appreciate them for being there. They got my undivided attention because they know once I get into the thick of it, I just I don't see too much of what they're saying.
Right.
Okay.
It's not your fault though. You have busier streams.
Yeah, your streams are packed, and
Yeah.
that's I'll be completely honest with you. That's one of the reasons I go more towards Vegas streams, and a lot of it has to do with time, right? Because I'm you guys are on the East Coast, we're in the mountain zone, right? So everything you guys do is 2 hours ahead of us, and so like a lot of times you start your streams. And I'm just getting off work, or I'm still at work, right? And you're an hour in by the time I get off work, and then I get home, and it's like, okay, eat dinner. I get on, and it's like, oh, Cobra had to go to work, and then it's like, oh, Vegas streaming a little bit late, so I'll catch her stream. But your streams get super, super busy, and it's just the nature of doing that. You have a lot of people that watch you and follow you, and it's.
I'm so concerned about that too because it's chased a lot of people away. Board doesn't cover streams that much anymore because they get too chaotic. Yeah. And I have a social anxiety myself. That's why I don't like to go to many places, right? In public. It's a problem of mine. And Vega has it too. Two pieces of pod.
Well, I think it's the Discord though. I don't think it's so much the stream. It's
no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when even though I have like some weird social anxiety type thing, I like a lot of people. I like a lot of chaos. I like a lot of yelling, a lot of screaming, a lot of talking. And I think the reason why is because I don't go to too many. This is new too. It happened in my later adult life because I used to go to this bar in Ohio called Bernie's. It was a punk bar, and I used to love it. But nowadays, I wouldn't want to do that. So I long for that chaos that you would hear everybody yelling in a bar, getting together. And I think that's why I like the Discord so loud, because it reminds me of the way I used to be and the way I used to hang out with other people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Let me ask a couple questions from chat. This one sounds pretty funny. Lex Telonius says, Cobra, is it true that you wax dolphins?
Yes, it is true. So many people over the years have asked me what I do for a living, and I've given several different things. I just don't want to tell people, right?
Yep.
So the newest thing is somebody I do work with, which is Lex. Hi, Lex. You're a quitter. You suck. You know, I hope the people at your new job, I hope they hate you. I hope they put gum in your hair. I hope they trip you and steal your lunch. And I hope they smear poop all over you, and you come crawling back to me and wanting another job. You hear me? Okay.
That's
now
harsh.
he just quit. He just quit. He no longer works with me. But one of the latest things that he started spreading is that what I do is I wax dolphins for a living, and we do this. The reason why this is an important job is because dolphins, they don't like to be considered human, and they're mammals, and they grow this hair. And they don't want to be looked at as people, so they pay for the service. We go out to the ocean and we wax them like those Brazilian waxes. We wax all the hair off of them. So.
Okay. All right.
How do you pay?
And gum.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty sure I know what Cobra does for a living, but I'm not going to say it.
Yeah. Yep.
But I've been following you for a year, and you've kind of let things slip here and there, and I'm like, I think we put it together.
About where I worked a couple of times.
No, not where you worked, just what you do.
Yeah, I've told people a couple of times what I do.
Yeah, I think I've caught that on Patreon before.
Yep.
So go ahead, Jawa.
Well, I saw one up here that I think it's to all of us. And what ship is your favorite in game?
Talon.
Talon. Okay.
Why? Because it has 18,000 armor hit points.
No, because it's the most exotic looking thing in the game.
Okay, good answer.
Okay.
Good
Okay.
answer.
All right.
Vega,
Vega.
Cutlass
I like
Black.
the Talon too. I like the Cutlass. I love my Cutlass, but my favorite ship is the Talon because I just love the way it looks.
Right on. Right on.
Jawa.
I still love my Renegade. CIG, if you're listening, please fix the Revenant flashback on my windshield, so I can put a Revenant back on the nose on that.
He's talking about Titan. Titan, guys.
Yeah.
Avenger
Yeah.
Titan.
And then also, I like the Cuddy Red.
Wow, because he loved the MSR for a long time.
And I still do, but you can't turn on the red lights on an MSR.
Ask me what my favorite ship is that's not out yet.
What is it?
Do you know what it is?
I think I know what it is.
I'll tell you. It's the Mercury Star Liner.
Huh.
You want to fly people around for like a pilot?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I wish backspace did not exist because I would hang out in space all day long and wait for someone to put a beacon for me to go pick them up and take them somewhere.
All right.
That's
But who
my
would be brave enough to do that?
me.
No, I mean fly with you.
Oh, like if that was possible, if they took away backspace, it's that way people had to have people pick them up. That's all I would do in Star Citizen. That is it. That would be my whole career.
Wow. Well, my favorite ship is for combat is my Super Hornet Heartseeker. I'm super familiar with how it handles and everything, and because I fly it a lot. And for cargo, I would say the Caterpillar is my favorite, especially in the white trim. I call it the White Knight. I love it.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, what's another one? The Waxing Dolphins one was really funny. Okay, question for Cobra or Vega. Have you looked at Gilded as another comms tool?
I only found out what Gilded was after watching, what's his name? Dark Lord.
Okay.
He's a streamer, and he does a lot of low flying, and dogfighting is really good. Probably the best pilot I've ever seen in a game, Dark Lord.
Okay.
And he's actually the one that made me go Cobra. Like, he didn't tell me, but I thought to myself after watching him, Cobra, get out your dual sticks, you idiot. So that's why I got them all set up and ready to go. But wait, what was the question?
I already had another one highlighted. It says, "Have you ever looked at Gilded as another comms tool?"
Oh, Gilded. That's right. He uses Gilded, and that's the first time I heard of it, which was a couple days ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I never thought about it.
I started an account, and it's similar to Discord, but there's a learning curve to it for sure.
Yeah. Discord's. Look, I use Skype way beyond what you're supposed to use it. Like way into the fact that Discord was a thing, right? And people kept telling me to use Discord. I said, no, I'm using Skype. And then someone got my IP address through Skype, and then they started DDoSing me whenever they wanted to. And it was crazy. So I'm going to be on Discord for a long time, longer than what I should be.
Okay. So Cyber War asks Cobra, what do you have planned for when you are a full-time streamer?
Oh, I got so many plans, and I don't even know how to. They're not even organized in my head well. There's 3 live shows that I want to start. There's I want to stream in the morning, afternoon, and have a late night CobraTV show. Not all of those are gameplay solely, and I want to have the time to upload more than 1 to 2 videos a week on YouTube because I feel like that's hurting my channel really bad. I just don't have the time. But yeah, 3 brand new shows, a lot more org involvement, a There's a role play stream that I want to do once or twice a week. Just so many things, man.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I can tell you what's helped us out a little bit with me and Jawa is, we have the channel together. And so I record and edit my own content, and he does his own. We have a little bit of different style and stuff like that, but it's helped build the content faster. So I don't know if you thought about that with Vega. Maybe
problem is she doesn't have a job, but she works too. Yeah, you know what I mean. Right. So she's in school for 8 hours a day, and then she's also with me stream. Okay, I work about 60 hours a week, and then I stream for about 30 to 35 hours a week, and so there's not a whole lot of time for me to also help around the house or to help with my YouTube channel. So we're both extremely busy.
Yeah, it's like 3 jobs.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, Dinavago Vega, do you ever want to get into dogfighting?
I do, but I have to upgrade my ships really bad. I haven't at all since I started playing.
Do you need money? Because me and Karen can just give you money.
No, I'm just a slacker.
Okay, fair enough.
Just ask during your streams, hey, what's good for the Cutlass Black or what's good for this, and then go to Microtech and buy it.
Yep.
I'm going to.
Microtech and PO, you can pretty much get anything. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so let's see. Maybe the last one here. Oh, there's no question, but Detecto Gamer said when talking about the Starliner, everybody kept calling you an Uber driver doing that.
Oh, yeah.
And nothing would get done because Cobra would be yelling, look at that, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, my reputation probably wouldn't be good.
Oh, it's all good. Well, thank you guys for coming on. Our hour is up, and I'm sure you guys you're busy, and I know, Cobra, you got to go to work and stuff. And thank you for coming on, and I really appreciate it. I hope everybody in the chat had fun. And if you haven't subscribed to Fist and Jawa, please go ahead. And if you haven't subscribed, which I'm sure you have, to CobraTV and Vega TV, please go on YouTube. Check them out on Twitch. When the video goes onto YouTube, I'll put everybody's links in the description. And thanks for coming on, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, dude. I had so much fun.
Good to be here.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks, Cobra. Thanks, Vega. I really appreciate you guys, and look forward to seeing you soon in the verse.
Yes, sir.
All right.
May the verse be with you guys.
You as well.
Right, happy mining.
Say goodnight, Cobra and Vega.
Good night, Cobra and Vega.
Wait.
Wrong button.
Just ignore Cobra.
Say goodnight, Jawa.